Before watching Captain America Brave New World, I hadn't watched any Marvel movies except for Black Panther, the sequel, Wakanda Forever, and the first Thor movie. There are more than 24 Marvel movies now, and they're all interconnected. So my question going into this movie was, can Captain America Brave New World stand on its own? After watching the movie, I can confidently report that we'll never know the answer to that because it wasn't given a chance to stand on its own. This movie has a plot, kind of, but it's peripheral to the main purpose of this movie, which is to name-drop characters and events from previous movies. That's the main purpose. Even episodic television doesn't do that. Sideline the characters and story in favor of discussing previous episodes. When this movie name drops Wakanda, which it does quite a lot, it piqued my interest every time, because those movies are much better movies directed by Ryan Coogler. Thor is a much better movie directed by Kenneth Branagh, who's been nominated for multiple Oscars, twice for Best Director. The subtitle of this movie, Brave New World, could be a reference to Shakespeare's play The Tempest, in which a young woman who's been raised in isolation on a deserted island meets new people. She calls it a Brave New World, and the subtitle could be a reference to the classic novel Brave New World, which is widely regarded as literary, although it's dystopian science fiction as well, written by Aldous Huxley. The novel is about a young man raised on a reservation, kind of like a Native American reservation, on the outskirts of a very technologically advanced civilization in which human beings are grown in test tubes and injected with chemicals to make them stupid or smart based on a predetermined class hierarchy. Horrible New World is the more accurate description. Both references to the Brave New World in Shakespeare and Huxley are loaded with irony because of people behaving horribly. So these are literary references, and it's a literary subtitle for a comic book movie that's not literary at all. Martin Scorsese famously declared that Marvel movies are not cinema. And maybe he was criticizing Marvel's self-designation as the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe. According to Scorsese, Marvel movies are not cinematic. Anthony Mackie stars as Captain America Sam Wilson. He's not given a great storyline here. This movie sets up an Avengers movie in the future in which the Avengers will be reunited with Sam Wilson as their leader. It's baffling to me why they didn't just make that movie in which the Avengers are reunited with Sam Wilson as leader. Virtually nothing happens in this movie. If I had to guess, the studio could have wanted a Marvel movie in 2025, but the Avengers cast wasn't available within the time frame, so they made this movie. That would be my guess. There's no screenplay to speak of. Harrison Ford plays the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross. He does a great job. I don't think I'm spoiling the movie by disclosing that he turns into the Red Hulk. Harrison Ford did the motion capture. Giancarlo Esposito is in the movie in an action role. He plays Sidewinder. In interviews, he states that he enjoyed the physicality of the role, so maybe that's why these very famous and accomplished actors do motion capture and put on the caped outfits. They care about the industry as well. Because when the script is non-existent, as with this movie, if the actors put on the uniform and do the job, there sometimes might be enough there for a full-length movie. That might have been the thinking here. But screenplays are important. The first half hour or so of this movie consists of fistfights. Not much talking. I thought there wouldn't be any talking at all, but later there are some scenes of talking, although not very much of it, and through the process they managed to stretch the movie into 2 hours. It didn't need to be 2 hours. As I mentioned, this movie seems to be a placeholder to maintain the visibility of the franchise, and maybe to buoy the industry and to buoy our spirits as well. I enjoyed watching Harrison Ford and Giancarlo Esposito. The rest of the movie was just too tentative for me to recommend. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe.